Hello everyone and welcome to my reaction to the penultimate episode of Arcane. I'm hoping it's a good episode, but I'm pretty sure it will be. But I'm also hoping that I can make it through this episode without crying too much. I don't have any hopes for the finale. I have zero hopes for the finale. But this one, maybe? Can we get through it with minimal tears? I'm fine if I tear up. I'm sure I will tear up a little bit, but not like full on crying. Can we have that? A little break, if you will. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Wow. Okay.
Drink the moment, Malmadada. There is no time like your first.
I'm one of you? A mage?
We each have our own expressions. Yours is quite rare.
What does that make you? Even now you hide your true face behind illusions.
Truth is the greatest illusion of them all.
Ooh.
Where is my brother?
Regrettably, his fate wasn't among your mother's lives.
I assume dead.
This whole charade. You want to recruit me?
Your talents develop quickly. It's no coincidence. The Arcane is waking up. A calamity is approaching, rivaling even the ancient rune wars. Ambassa sits at the helm, blinded by her thirst for legacy. Our efforts to divert her course have foundered. We can't afford another failure.
This is what you see in me? A silver bullet?
I see salvation of your city, countless others beyond. Your birth, the entire course of your life, was no accident. She hid you because you are that which she covets most. A weapon.
Wow.
What is this?
Welcome to your future.
A lot to take in for Mel. Also, call me crazy, but I don't know that I trust the Black Rose.
The world is a perilous place for a solitary mage.
Yeah, he didn't make it. It didn't look good. Always with the needles.
Regret. His injuries were too severe.
We do not lament a warrior's death. We avenge it.
Oh, great. Sure, that'll be fun.
What of their herald?
The blood should sustain Victor for a short while. Beyond that, it is up to his own will.
You promised a cure to death.
An outcome dependent on Victor's survival.
Okay.
You can inhabit your followers.
We are one. This is the glorious evolution.
Or it could have been. I sense my twilight approaching. An anomaly festers beneath the hex gates. I believe it has the capacity to complete the Doctor's transformation. This will allow you to evolve others?
In theory. But Jace's attack has done its work. I do not have the strength to overcome the defense he will raise against me.
I will deliver you to this anomaly if you agree to empower every soldier I bring you. evolve all those willing.
Oh boy. Oh, this is a mess. And as we know, it's about to get messier. Fucking noodle. Oh.
Patch you up.
Oh.
Caitlyn wanted to be here to tell you herself.
Loris, spit it out. Maybe we can negotiate.
Not with Ambessa. I saw it in her eyes. She will burn Piltover to the ground for my betrayal.
You can't blame yourself.
I don't need consolation. I need a plan.
Arrested?
I can handle
Okay.
this, Maddie.
Okay.
Check on my father.
I was like, there's no way that she's dead and killed off screen like that. Okay.
You believe I'm so daft I can't recognize a contingency? She wasn't there for my benefit. She was there because you didn't trust me to follow through.
Can you blame me? How long were you sidled up with that shifty, self-serving war pig? She oinked poison in your ear and you just ate it.
I know!
Oh. Oh.
I didn't even have time to think before they hauled her off. She's being held in the bunker while I decide what to do. I was waiting for you to recover.
Kate, she's changed.
We can't erase our mistakes. None of us.
Who decides who gets a second chance?
Oof. I think right now Caitlyn does.
If you're here to kill me, make sure to finish the job.
I don't think she'd give you
what
food.
and I know.
If she was gonna
There
kill you.
are no happy endings.
Oh. Oh, love.
Is that all you have to say for yourself? There won't be a trial. I'm giving you this one chance to account for your actions. All the pain you've caused.
Do what you came here to do.
Hating you. I've hated myself. I just don't have the energy for it any longer.
I didn't know your mom was there. It probably wouldn't have made a difference, but I didn't know.
Well, you've both been through a lot.
Jace? What happened to you?
Doesn't matter.
Something happened to me too.
You're the reason we didn't die in the attack.
Apparently so.
How long have you known?
It started then. Feelings I couldn't explain. But this, I still don't fully understand.
Why just me? Why not save all of them?
It wasn't a decision. One moment you're addressing the council, the next was standing in rubble. I didn't have any greater awareness.
How could I know you aren't lying to me?
How
Oh.
would you think I am?
Because you used me and Victor for Hextech. You called us investments.
Jace. Jace.
Allow us a moment of civility, Jace.
Oh!
We must talk.
Victor, everything you've done to these people, you did alone.
Perhaps, but I'm alone no longer. I now speak with all their voices.
Say what you came here to say.
Somehow I think you already understand what must transpire to complete my mission. I would prefer to do so in peace. The Noxian has other intentions.
Mother?
The Arcane stirs within you.
Okay.
Your mind has become rigid, Jace. Fear clouds your judgment. This chain of events started with you. In my confusion, I was unable to reconcile this. But I now understand. Let us instead do this once again as partners.
I don't think Jace is gonna go for that.
My partner died in this room.
Okay. This is so much to take in for me. Wow, okay.
Doctor, you may begin the process.
Oh, great.
Go away. You're too late.
Well, it's a hell of a place. It says something about the late Marcus that he found imprisoning your sister to be a greater mercy than killing her.
Killing isn't mercy.
No. Killing is a cycle. One that started long before Vanda and me, and that will continue long after the two of you. Jinx, I think the cycle only ends when you find the will to walk away.
Oh.
What are you doing? I swiped these from the guard station. If
Of course she did.
Help use all that explosive potential of yours for good. Maybe we could rewrite your story like you did with Zahn. What do you think?
Oh.
Sure, Vi. You're never gonna give up on me, are you?
No.
Hey! You don't have to worry about me anymore. You don't need to feel guilty about being happy. You deserve to be with her. Wait. There's no good version of me. What are you gonna
Ow!
do? Break the cycle. Jinx!
Quiet! Forgive me.
They weren't
We don't
that
have
loud,
much
Jace.
time. This creature infiltrated the very room you're standing in, and we barely survived. Hundreds more are on the way. This isn't a fight for ideals or territory. It's a fight for humanity itself. I'm asking, no begging you, every one of you, top side and bottom, to aid us in this coming war. And it will be a war.
Oh, wow.
We need every hand we can get.
All right, let's rally the troops.
We're abandoning the city's outskirts to stage our defense at the Hex Gates. The final bastion of our salvation. If you choose to flee, don't stop running. But I'm choosing to fight, and I pray that you will join me.
Oh, Savika. Oh, I get it. I get. She's gonna join at some point. Got it. I think. Let me be clear. I get why anybody in Zon, why they would degaff, so to speak. But a lot of them are fighters, so. Come on, Savika, where you at?
Had a feeling I might find you here.
I really believe she'd help. Say it. You told me so. I was an idiot to trust her. I went behind your back. I choose wrong every time.
You really think I needed all the guards at the Hex Gates? Sorry to say, you've grown a bit predictable.
Aww.
Listen, while you were gone, I saw someone.
Kate. I don't fucking care.
Oh! Okay. Alright. Well. Let's let off some steam, because you know the next episode's gonna be rough. Or maybe the end of this episode, I don't even know yet.
You're alive. I know about the Black Rose.
They're nothing but lies.
You taught me the best lies come wrapped in truth. What really happened to Kino?
Your brother was struck with curiosity. He got caught in their web and with every action grew more deeply entangled.
So you let him die?
Oh! I carried him in my belly, nursed him from my bosom. He was all the sweetness in my heart. For that they took him, carved into me a wound that will never close. I pray you never suffer the agony of being forced to forsake one child to save another.
You should have come to me.
You'd have made the impossible intolerable. I did what you could not. For you, for the family.
We can avenge Kino together.
Oh, alright.
This is more than vengeance, child. These mages dangle over our heads a sword that impales us should we rise too high. Their very nature violates the most core of Noxian principles, that every one of us is equal on the battlefield. That through cunning, sweat, and skill, we shape our destinies. The fact you've come to parley for your friends' lives prove you still lack the wrath necessary to defeat an enemy like the Rose.
Well,
I've found another way.
yeah, I'm not sure about that way.
Imagine, child, an army that need never fear death.
Uh-huh, yeah, okay. Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Doctor, you may begin the process.
Very well.
Oh.
I will miss our talks.
No. You won't.
Oh. Oh no. No. Oh. Oh. Oh my. Oh my. Oh. Whoa. I'm bracing myself for the finale. All right. Hey, guess what? I did not, end this episode in a puddle of my own tears, and I'm going to call that a win, because I'm not sure I'm going to get that for the finale. All right. This episode had a penultimate feel to it. It had a lot of, these characters that we've been following for such a long time, kind of addressing where they're at right now in their own journeys and what decisions they're making, before going in to this final episode. And that's kind of what it felt like. It felt like obviously a lot of build-up, but still really engaging, really interesting. Kind of like I said in the last episode, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on with, the Arcane, so to speak. There's a lot going on in the last episode with, like, alternate realities and all of this stuff and trying to piece everything together and, even just the logistics of the Black Rose and the history with Mbessa and all of this stuff that you want to tune into and you really want to kind of take it all in. There was a lot of that in this episode, I will say. There was a couple of moments where I was like, I feel like I'm not saying anything, but I really want to pay attention. You know what I mean? The curse of a reactor. But at the heart of this show are these characters, are these journeys, are, what decisions they make and what kind of propels them to do what they've done. Even in Victor's case, and I think I talked about this in an earlier reaction, I'm not going to super repeat too much, but there was something about he always wanted to help people. And though he's really, I guess we could say, changed a bit in this season, it's kind of interesting. The way that he sees all of this is a way to help people. A way to help them from, I feel like, their own flaws. Their own circumstances. And he really felt that himself, feeling like he was, weak in some regards in his own way, and this sort of giving him not just any sort of healing but power. Now I'm not so down, okay? I don't mean to be rude, but I'm not so down for the glorious evolution. Seems like there's a lot of individuality and freedom getting sacrificed here, if not lives, you know what I mean? So, but what I'm trying to say, I guess, is you can see almost pretty well with a lot of these characters why they have gone on the paths that they've gone on. And a lot of this episode felt like we're addressing that. We're addressing how far they've come. We're addressing, you know, what's currently happening right now and what decisions we're making going into the final episode. We obviously started off with Mel, and her world is just, I mean, completely turning upside down in so many regards. I did kind of appreciate the fact that she did try to go talk to her mother and try that as a solution here. I don't think it worked, but you know, I do appreciate it. And I think there's a bit of foreshadowing with what Mbessa was saying, you know, that you don't have the whatever, that fire within you to really take down something like the Black Rose. And listen, I'm not entirely, in my opinion, I don't, this is a hard comment to make because I don't know too much, again, about the logistics of the Black Rose, but I'm not sure Mel should trust that either. There's a lot of players going on right now, and a lot that I feel like isn't super brought into the forefront. I feel like the show is giving us just enough to kind of make our own assessments with certain things, but I did like that they sort of talked a little bit, her and her mother, about what happened, especially with her brother and all of that. But ooh, there's a lot of, I think, elements going into this finale that's going to be really interesting to see how they wrap it all up. But Mel, I feel like, is just sort of dealing with everything just getting shifted, and everything that she's ever known getting shifted, and now we're getting thrust into what I believe will be a final battle-esque finale. So I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see what part she's going to play. I have a feeling an important part. Just a guess. Though I did not full on cry in this episode, the Vi and Jinx scene was, it was getting me a little bit. Just the way that, I think also just I don't know, just the way that Jinx kind of said, "You're never going to give up on me." And I was like, well, yeah, it's Vi. And she's had her moments where she's kind of secluded herself with a bottle of liquor and stuff. But she's always a fighter. And I loved in the last episode, Powder says to Echo, you know, the thing that keeps Vi fighting is her fear of losing people. And she loves people so much, and she will always fight for, you know, these people in her life. And it was just such a, God, it was such a sad but beautiful moment where Jinx kind of said, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be with Caitlyn and be happy. I don't know. That one was really getting to me because it felt like a culmination. Obviously, we have one more episode left, but you know, of their journeys, their journey as sisters. And Jinx kind of saying, "I'm gonna break the cycle." It is sad, But it's so interesting that, you know, Vi is kind of going into that scene saying, I want to, this is your opportunity to take every bit of you that is so good and so brilliant and use it and help people, you know? There's been a bit of a focus on Jinx in this season, putting stuff together, not tearing it apart. And obviously, you know, Jinx is grieving. She's going through a lot right now. But it's so interesting to see the difference there, where Vi is looking at it as this opportunity. And Jinx is like, what I'm going to do right now is I'm taking a step back. You know, I gotta break the cycle, because violence and then violence and then violence and then violence and on and on and on it goes. And the moment with Silco was really kind of great at highlighting that. You know, I think she's gonna have a presence. She likes to make an entrance, you know, in the finale, in this kind of the final fight that I feel like is really getting built up right now. But I understood her in that moment, saying, I gotta back up. I gotta back away right now. It's gonna be interesting, again, to see, you know, kind of where both of their characters go into the finale. Vi and Kate having their moment, it's just so nice. I'm sorry, so much of this show is so heavy, and you're just like waiting for just all of this emotional trauma to get like dredged up every moment with every character, because every character's been through so much and all of this and that and the other thing. It was nice. There you go. Do what you gotta do. Get off. So we could get into this final battle. There's a lot of pent up tension, and I'm happy for them. I'm very, very happy for them. Oh my goodness. So much. I would love if there was a moment in the finale that really focuses on Jace and Victor's relationship, but I guess maybe in some regards prior to what's going on right now. They're a little bit at odds, but you know, when there was this whole thing of them fighting, or Jace fighting robot humanoid-esque Victor, you know what I mean. That I was just feeling so kind of sad that this is what their relationship kind of like has evolved into. I would like maybe just a moment, a little emphasis of kind of bringing it back to how much they both actually care for each other, and how much Jace, you know, cares for Victor, and vice versa. You know, I don't have a ton of hopes going into the finale that there's gonna be like a happy ending, so to speak. I have a feeling we will lose a few characters. It is nice to see Piltover and Zahn sort of have to come together. And, you know, just the way that the beginning of this season started to where it is now. There is something beautiful in that. But it's, you know, and if they survive this fight, then what? You know, there's a whole other thing there. But I thought this was really an amazing penultimate episode. It felt like a penultimate. It felt like it was building up. It was leading up and all of that. But a lot of really important character focuses, and I'm so sorry if I don't talk about something that I should have. I just felt like there was a lot going on in this episode, and taking it all in. There was a lot of, I feel like this act so far, even in the Echo episode, you know, there's a lot to take in, and a lot of like, you know, me kind of sitting over here and shutting my ass up so I make sure I don't miss anything, you know what I mean? It's not the most entertaining, but I like to know what's going on. All right. I'm excited for this finale. And I'm dreading this finale. Not just because I want the show to go on, because I do, but I have a feeling they're going to tear our hearts right out. Right out. So we'll see how all of that goes. All right. If you would like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. But if not, I'm just happy that you are here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.